All right, guys, we're going to get into a big, strong push day. We're going to be working chest, shoulders, and tris. So let's get into it. Guys, I haven't had a coffee in over a week. It's so freaking good right now. Like, why is it called Mrs. Gooch?
Back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drip, they sucked it up, I got them on it. I bought a new paddock, I had to watch so I two-tone them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. If it ain't your car, you just a Lisa, you don't own it.
As always, we're gonna warm up our body before we get into any lifting. My ass freaking sat on wet turf, so
Bruh.
yeah. Um, but it's always important to get yourself warmed up before going into any lifts. So after warming up on the bike, I go straight into my dynamic movements. When I first started my little fitness journey, I would do static stretches before any lifts, but I learned that it's more important to do dynamic movements, which means your body is in constant motion rather than holding something for a period of time. This is just to help increase your range of movement, but also warm your body up properly before getting into any lifts. After doing a few arm circles, I'll go into one of my favorite dynamic movements, which is the inchworm. And then after that, I'll do a little shoulder tap moment. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my shoulders and chest prepared for later. This movement, I don't know what the name is called, but you just lay flat on your chest, spread your arms out into a T, and then reach your opposite leg towards like the opposite arm, if that makes sense. But you do get a nice stretch with that armpit chest area. I feel like it looks a little awkward, but this is truly a staple piece in my upper body days. This is another staple piece in my upper body days. This is to help loosen up your rotator cuffs. A while ago, I injured or at least aggravated that area of my body, and I learned this movement on Instagram. But basically, you grab a dumbbell, you should start off light, and then lay flat on your back, put your arms at a 90-degree angle, and then move backward and forward just to get those rotator cuffs loosened up. But I honestly feel like this actually helped with my injury. I feel like it's built a lot of strength and range of motion there, and now I don't have any pain. Our last movement finally is just a regular old push-up. Honestly, guys, after growing older and older, I just need to properly warm up before I touch anything heavy. Finally, we have our first exercise, which is the bench press, one of my favorite movements just because I feel like I've gotten super strong with these. Now, don't be fooled. When I first started my fitness journey, I was unable to lift the bar for like a rep. So don't be discouraged if you can't do the bar now. You can start off with body weight push-ups or even push-ups on your knees and then move from there. For today, we worked with 3 working sets at 95 pounds. I started off with a bar, moved to 65 pounds to 75 pounds, and then all the way up to 95 pounds. I definitely could have pushed myself, but I honestly was just like, fuck it. And I didn't really have a spot, and I'm a lot more comfortable lifting heavier when I have someone there to give me a little boost of morale and confidence.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown off this way. Doing all these shows, I've been on the road. I don't care where I go, long as I get paid. That little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time.
Great way to build your strength in any kind of lift is to do drop sets. So right here, I dropped the weight significantly. I probably could have just done the bar. That's what I usually do, but I was like, we'll try heavier. So drop sets basically means lowering the weight and burning out, doing as many reps as possible. I think right here I did 15 and my arms were freaking blasted. Alrighty, so the second exercise that we have is the military press. I think we just did 3 sets at 10 reps each. I haven't done these in a while, so just the bar was probably even too much for me, but we pushed and we got there. Key thing to remember is to keep your core tight. You don't want to be like bending over backwards just to get the bar above your head. You want to squeeze them glutes, squeeze your core, and push that bar right above your head. Even as I was struggling with the bar, the ego was like, put more weight on. So we put the baby plates on. I think I got like 5 reps. I'm glad I put the weight on anyways, just because I pushed myself to failure, meaning I'm getting that strength back.
Nope.
After our military presses, we go into our first superset. If you guys don't know what a superset is, it is basically doing 2 exercises back to back with a little rest in between. So for the first superset, we have a dumbbell lateral raise, and then we go into a front plate raise shortly after. I usually do the cables inside, but it was a bit too busy, and I'm just starting with this whole YouTube recording in public kind of thing. So we have a little corner here. The plate raise works just as good. After our first superset, we go into our second superset, which include narrow dumbbell chest presses and skull crushers. So this helps work out the chest as well as the triceps. The key thing to note when doing skull crushers is to drive with your elbows. This is a way to ensure that you feel it mainly in your triceps. I feel like my form looks a little funky here. I think it's because I'm used to doing just the 10 pounds, but the gym was busy, so the 12.5 were the only ones available. So just try to keep your form in mind whenever you're doing an exercise. And to finish this upper body day off, we have 3 rounds of 2 exercises. The first exercise is a dumbbell snatch, and then we'll go into a kettlebell overhead walk. For the dumbbell snatches, you want to use the momentum from your legs to drive that dumbbell up above your head. And then I think we did 10 reps each side, and then we'll move into the kettlebell overhead walk. I love this exercise because not only do you feel the intensity in your shoulders and upper back, but you feel it in your core as well if you do them properly. So when doing this exercise, you want to avoid like arching your back and really bracing that core to get you through that carry. I know a lot of us want to just go home after doing all those exercises, but I can't stress how important it is to get a little stretch after any type of intense workout. So here we are, cooling down, helping our body recover more easily, and avoiding risk of injury by rolling out and doing those static stretches. That workout was really good. I feel like the coffee helped a lot. Lately, I've just been taking pre-workout, but it's like non-stim, and I kind of miss that cracked out feeling that caffeine gives you. So I'm thinking I'm gonna switch back to caffeinated pre-workout. Sorry. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and are is inspired to incorporate any of these in your push chest shoulder day. I feel good, but I'm also fucking tired. So I'm gonna eat this piece of bread and see you guys in the next one.